Tonight, how a local hospital is influencing policy worldwide through its COVID-19 vaccine study. Plus, starting today, more Minnesotans are getting in line for a COVID vaccine as eligibility expands. And as the trial of Derek Chauvin continues, one woman says she won't leave the outside of the courthouse until justice is served.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. We're learning a study conducted right here in Duluth has answered important questions about just how effective the COVID-19 vaccines are. CBS3's John Cardinelli spoke to a St. Luke's doctor behind the research. John, what does the study tell us about the two-dose vaccines?
So, Kristen, since August, St. Luke's Hospital has been working with the CDC and 7 other locations around the country on the RECOVER study. They researched how COVID spreads and how to stop that from happening. But as you mentioned, recently the study has also answered some important questions about how effective the two-dose vaccines are. In a CDC report published Monday, it shows two-dose COVID-19 vaccines are protective against both symptomatic and asymptomatic infections. Those findings were generated through the RECOVER study. Earlier today, I spoke with Dr. Harmony Tyner, who is leading the study at St. Luke's. She says this is huge news, as previous studies did not test whether a vaccinated person can continue to spread COVID-19 without showing symptoms. Dr. Tyner says this study was able to confirm that 14 days after a second dose of a vaccine, a person is 90% protected against symptomatic and asymptomatic infections. She says these findings further support CDC guidance that's been put in place.
This kind of harkens to what the CDC recommendations came out not that long ago about being able to gather together with other vaccinated individuals. They said you can do that, and you can do it safely indoors without your mask on. That's a big deal. I think this study further confirms that recommendation.
Dr. Tyner says the study also shows that a single dose of a vaccine is 80% effective after 14 days. And the study is also trying to figure out how long the vaccine is effective for. Dr. Tyner says they hope to collect more data during the next year, and we'll have much more on that coming up tonight at 10.
Certainly information a lot of people will be looking for as vaccination ramps up across the country. Thanks, John. Well, Dave's here now for a first check of the weather. Dave, a bit chilly out there compared to yesterday.
Yeah, surprisingly so, frankly, because at midnight when we had our high temps, it looked like the extension of a warm spell. So our high temps are tricky here today. They happened a few minutes after midnight. Then a cold front smacked them down. So we had 42 International Falls, but 52 down the road in Orr, 51 for Hermantown, 58 in Superior, 60 Hayward, even warmer in Ashland, 64 degrees, 59 Ironwood. But that cold front sent things down to cooler than normal conditions, and that's where we'll stay through tomorrow. Cool enough for the tail end of last night's low pressure system to keep a few spotty snow showers going, perhaps overnight. I don't think they'll really add up to anything, but a lot of folks have already been shocked to see them coming down today. Well, let's get down to the forecast for tonight and tomorrow. And higher pressures coming in behind the cold front, and so that's going to drive in cooler conditions. Overnight low temps, for example, around the head of the lakes will be around 15 degrees. That's cooler than normal. Some places inland Minnesota could get pretty close to the single digits. Tomorrow's high temp, only 32 degrees, but it won't stay cool forever. The high that initially brings things down temperature-wise when it's to the south starts to perk temperatures up again. I'll talk about when that process begins coming up just a little bit later here in the news.
All right, thanks, Dave. The wait list for COVID vaccine appointments just got longer as Minnesotans 16 and older are now eligible for the vaccine starting today. Many have gone online or picked up the phone to get on wait lists. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with several newly eligible young adults, some who jumped at the chance for a vaccine and others who are choosing to wait.
Vaccine eligibility expanded for Minnesotans on Tuesday. Now anyone 16 and older can sign up for a vaccine appointment.
I signed up. I actually have an appointment for tomorrow to get it, thankfully.
18-year-old Sam Fritzen signed up for a vaccine waitlist on Saturday, just days after Governor Walz announced the eligibility expansion.
My dad had actually helped a lot. He sent me quite a few links on different places throughout Minnesota where you could track where appointments were available.
The same afternoon, Fritzen was notified she could get a vaccine Wednesday at the Duluth Target.
I'm thankful that I was able to get an appointment so soon, because I know a lot of people, and especially a few of my friends, have tried and they keep getting told like next month.
But not everyone is jumping at the chance to make a vaccine appointment. Sablan Kassan has decided to wait a while before getting on any wait lists.
I would do it, but I'm not in any rush at the moment. I feel like I'm sure there are other people pretty desperate to get the chance.
While Kassan has gotten email reminders, he says he's not medically compromised and would rather have the doses go to those who need it most.
I think that's one of the reasons I didn't rush. I'm not really, I do need it, but it's not any rush.
Others say getting the vaccine will bring a peace of mind.
I'm at least somewhat safer and like don't have to worry so much about getting like the worst case of COVID.
For more information on vaccine resources and updates, you can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com. As thousands more Minnesotans became eligible today, the state's governor also got his first dose. Governor Tim Walz was vaccinated at a clinic at the Vikings Training Center in Eagan. Former Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty joined him to get his first shot. Walz says he hopes all Minnesotans will jump at the chance to get vaccinated.
Whatever vaccine is available when your time comes up, that's the best vaccine. All three of these are tested, they're proven, they work.
Walz says he heard from the federal government today, and he says the state is expected to get even more doses than they expected next week. With vaccinations at an all-time high, Governor Walz announced today 1 million Minnesotans are fully vaccinated. The state reported more than 70,000 vaccines administered on Saturday and Sunday, the two highest days on record. The 7-day average for doses administered is now more than 44,000 per day, an all-time high. With Minnesota expanding its vaccine eligibility, a pop-up clinic is being held in Grand Rapids tomorrow. Itasca County public health leaders are hosting the vaccination event at the Murphy School from 12:15 to 5:15. You must be 18 or older to receive the Moderna vaccine there. If you don't have internet access, you can call 218-999-9233 to schedule your appointment. Again, that number is 218-999-9233. It's also on your screen. We have more information and a link to register online at CBS3Duluth.com. Wisconsin's governor also announced an eligibility expansion to residents for the COVID vaccine. Governor Tony Evers announced starting next Monday, Wisconsinites 16 and older will be eligible to receive the shot. Evers reminded residents to stay patient during this time as supplies are still limited.
Now, it won't all happen at once, but I know I'm not alone in feeling the hope, excitement, and relief that we all have anxiously waited for this year.
Nearly 3 million doses have been administered in the state. Almost 50% of the population 65 and older has been fully vaccinated. The teenager who shot the viral video of George Floyd under the knee of a Minneapolis police officer took the stand in Derek Chauvin's trial today. 18-year-old Darnella Frazier recorded the video. She told the courtroom today Chauvin just stared at them and didn't react to bystanders' pleas. Frazier added Chauvin and another officer on the scene put their hands on their mace when bystanders wanted to intervene. She says she began recording because it didn't look right and Floyd seemed to be suffering. Also on the witness stand today, a man who was among onlookers shouting at Chauvin to get off of Floyd. He says he called 911 to report a murder afterwards. One woman is making sure people don't miss her group's feelings about justice during the trial. Kaya Hurt of Good Trouble for Justice chained herself to the fence that's surrounding the Hennepin County Government Center. The group is also placing padlocks on the fence. Each lock has the name of a victim of police violence written on it. Hurt says we all need to care about others even when we are not personally affected.
We won't see justice until the people who are unaffected are as enraged about injustice as the people who are affected.
The group says it plans to hold the space until their demands are met. A Cloquet man has changed his plea after shooting his friend to death after a night of drinking. It happened in a home in Breveter Township in November of 2019. According to court documents, Thomas Mickelwright originally pleaded not guilty to first-degree manslaughter back in August, but changed that to guilty today. The 45-year-old admitted to intentionally shooting James Couture after the two had spent the night drinking. He's set to be sentenced in May. Prosecutors say a young Wisconsin woman convicted of stabbing her classmate to please a fictional horror character should stay in a mental health facility. It happened back in 2012. Anissa Wire and another girl thought it would please the internet horror character Slender Man. All three girls were 12 years old at the time. Now, at 19, Wire is asking to be released from the Oshkosh Mental Health Institute, where she was sentenced to spend 25 years. Prosecutors say she's still a danger to others. A hearing is scheduled for June. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, pandemic recovery and affordable housing are two goals a Duluth woman is aiming for in her run for the city council.
Normal high temp this time of year is 40 degrees, but tomorrow, maybe 30 is the best many of us will manage, but it'll be a short-lived cool down. We will start to perk up temperature-wise towards the weekend. Could be a warm spell for the weekend, but without any rain, fire danger is probably going to go up. We'll talk about when our next rain chance will be coming up after the break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by ServiceMaster. Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
You don't need a reason to grab the DQ Chicken and Biscuits basket. With 100% all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, warm pepper gravy, and oh yeah, 7 fluffy mini biscuits. But if you do want a reason, mini biscuits turn any meal into a mini celebration all on their own. Hooray for mini biscuits, part of the DQ Chicken and Biscuits basket. DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, MediaCom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
Make mom or grandma's jewelry new again at Numi Jewelers. Come to our custom design and restyling event April 1st and 2nd. Bring an old ring, pendant, or earrings and design a new piece you will love. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Hey Northland, Link RV has just opened a brand new 18,000 square foot service and parts facility to meet all your RV needs. With 12 service bays and our brand new parts showroom, we're sure to have everything you're looking for. Link RV, our reputation is everything.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
Catherine, how are you? I need to know if I'm remembering things as they happened. Are you sure you want to remember?
You got a mole. We'll keep this tight and quiet.
We got a match. A different victim. I see his face. I found where his mother lives. Whose mother? Bill's.
A new Clarice, Thursday, 10/9 Central, or stream anytime on CBS.
Local news and local weather here on CBS 3.
CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weathermax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Now let's talk about the winds. Kristen had to keep her hair down as she came into work today, and I had to hold on to my hat because it wanted to go off. It's gusty, especially closer to the lake. So, of course, Lake Superior tonight does have a gale warning. The winds get a little bit gentler. You go farther inland. They're only about 14 miles per hour in Big Fork, but you start to get towards 23, 24 miles per hour from Hermantown down towards Superior, 25 in Ashland, 23 miles per hour for Ironwood. This wind is a sign of a high pressure system coming in behind of our departing low pressure system. So still a chance for some flurries tonight, windy conditions through tomorrow, and then higher pressure takes over for a slew of days, keeping us high and dry, which may not be a good thing right now. The drought monitor shows our region facing moderate to high fire dangers around the region. We need some rain to help the problem, and we may not get any rain until next Monday. Current conditions at the airport, shifting gears just a bit, we're at 30 degrees, 45% for the relative humidity with a westerly wind at the airport in Duluth, going 23 miles per hour. Air pressure is low at 29.78. We're still in the wake of a departing low pressure system, but an advancing high should make your barometer numbers go up as early as tomorrow. Current temps, Upper Peninsula 35 to 40. For northern Wisconsin, we're eyeing up 33 to 36. Cool spot Superior, the warm spot, our friends in Ashland. Minnesota numbers here, they're going anywhere from 21 International Falls to 25 in Hibbing to 32 degrees in Moose Lake. Cooler than normal right now, cooler than normal again tomorrow, but we go back to normal by, I'm thinking, Thursday. And then by Friday, a warm spell begins that could last at least 3 days, if not a little bit longer. Lasting for a couple more hours, perhaps, these light flurries that we're seeing in the wake of the departing low-pressure system. They're not adding up to much of anything at all, but just keep in mind they could decorate the landscape through early tomorrow morning. Then our low-pressure system continues to move to the east. Higher pressure drops in from Canada, dries us up, and cools us down. Again, low temps tonight likely will get into the teens for everybody, and highs tomorrow only in the 30s. Normal is 40. Then this high stays in place from Wednesday, perhaps through Sunday. It may not be until next week when we finally can hope for the high to start to withdraw and lower pressure bottled up to the west comes across to bring us that rain that we need. We'll take a look at the odds of it paying off with our 7-day forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps as cool as 10, as warm as 19, 30% chance for more flurries. Wisconsin and Michigan shares the 30% flurry chance as well, with low temps there, 15 to 17 for tomorrow, daytime highs. Wisconsin and Michigan, 30 to 35 with a partly cloudy sky building in. Partly cloudy for Minnesota too, with highs from 27 to 35. Colder than normal on all counts, but normal comes back Thursday. 50s come back on Friday, 60s for the weekend, and then, Kristen, Monday gets the 40% chance for a little bit of rain activity, with a high holding on to the 60s before it dips just a little bit into the 50s by Tuesday.
Yeah, I sure did have to hold on to my hair as I was coming into work today. Quite windy. I'm happy to see those warmer temps as we get into the week a little bit here.
Yeah, so just mind your P's and Q's early on, and then the cool stuff goes away, and it gets warmer in a couple of days.
And we'll stay on the ride, right? That roller coaster ride.
Or the seesaw. Let's add that into the amusement park we call this studio.
That works too. Thanks, Dave. A Duluth woman wants to keep her seat on the city council once again. Therese Tomanek announced her campaign today. She currently holds one of the at-large seats. Tomanek applied for the position last year after former councilor Barb Russ stepped down. She says she wants to continue helping Duluth recover from the pandemic, establishing affordable housing, and assisting the homeless.
We're going to really work to recover from this pandemic, to draw our city together. We've had so much that we've all lived through. So that's the most important thing. As President Vanette talked about, we're going to look at all our issues through the lens of equity, and of course we want to work on housing.
Tomanek says she will also be hosting Tuesdays with Therese, where she invites locals to share their concerns at Duluth neighborhood parks. So far, no one else has announced their campaign for the at-large seat. Coming up in sports, the Hermantown Hawks are just about underway in the state quarterfinals of the boys state hockey tournament, but the team will look very different. Kelly's in with the details next.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Spring into super savings during the Ready, Set, Go Toyota sales event at Cary Toyota in Superior. Lease a flashy new all-wheel drive Highlander or Highlander Hybrid and Toyota will pay your first payment up to $600. Lease this new sporty all-wheel drive Camry LE and your first month's payment is on Toyota. Looking for great gas mileage? Lease a sparkling new Corolla or Corolla Hybrid at Cary Toyota and Toyota will pay your first payment. Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event is on now through March 31st. Hurry in to score your awesome deal from Cary Toyota in Superior. Voted best car dealer in the Northland 22 times.
I'm Dr. Zach Lundstrom, and I'm an internal medicine physician here at St. Luke's. An internal medicine doctor really specializes in the complexities that come with having more than one health problem at a time. For every patient, the goal is different, and I think it's really satisfying that it's a very challenging job to do. I'm most passionate about getting to know my patients. I think the better I can understand what's most important to them, it allows me to help give the best recommendation possible for that specific patient.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
ServiceMaster Clean is committed to providing a clean and healthy environment for your customers and your employees. For more than 65 years, we've consistently gone above and beyond the cleaning expectations of our clients. Our cleaning experts deliver the highest quality of clean you can always count on. Let us help you with all of your cleaning and disinfecting responsibilities.
Churches of Superior welcome you. In this holy season, we invite you to reconnect with your faith. Whether you've been away for a few weeks or a few years, we have a lot of new things to share with you. We invite you to celebrate Mass with us in person or via our live stream Masses on the Cathedral of Christ the King Facebook page at 7:30 a.m. on Sundays or 8:30 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. Come and see what the Catholic Churches of Superior have to offer.
The big 6% instant rebate is back. Hi, John with Prime Appliance, and yep, that's right. You'll get an additional 6% off in the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Buy a built-in dishwasher by Bosch or Beko, your choice, black or white, regular price $6.19, on sale for $5.29, and after the 6% instant rebate, you only pay $4.97. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances.
Get local vaccine information all at CBS3Duluth.com. Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Well, there's no doubt that the Hermantown hockey team is in a tough spot tonight down at the state tournament. Their varsity squad was exposed to COVID-19 in their section semifinal game against Virginia MIB, which means that right now, as the team plays, most of their team is currently in quarantine and unable to play in the state quarterfinals matchup tonight. The Hawks are moving forward at state with their JV team right now against Dodge County. Now, one of their top players, star sophomore Zam Plant, was injured for that game against Virginia, so he is eligible to take the ice and is playing right now. Hermantown entered the tournament as the top overall seed, but now they could be in danger in their opener at state. And at last check, Dodge County currently leads 1-0 in the first period. We'll have highlights and post-game reaction tonight at 10. For the 5th consecutive year, UMD's bench boss has earned himself a way into the list of finalists for the historic Spencer Penrose Coaching Award. Scott Sandlin is one of 10 finalists for the American Hockey Coaches Association Spencer Penrose Award, which is presented annually to the NCAA Division I Men's Hockey Coach of the Year. Sandlin was last the recipient of the award back in 2004. This year, he has guided the Bulldogs to their 4th straight Frozen Four out in Pittsburgh. And the Duluth Marshall girls basketball team is ready for some redemption. Their state tournament run was cut short last season when the pandemic shut down sports altogether. But they're back again this season with their star player Gianna Neepkins for another shot at a title in Class A.
It's hard enough to go there one time, but to do it in back-to-back years has been amazing, and it's really showing how much work that the girls have put in, and I'm just proud of them. And I'm happy that I'm able to coach them.
We're just going to go in today with an extra chip on our shoulder, knowing that it could be our last game. Nothing is guaranteed, so we're excited. And yeah, like you said, it's unfinished, and we're ready to finish it.
Their game is just underway. Gianna Napkins had 26 in the first half. They were up at 3 at halftime. Currently in the second half, it is 72-66 in favor of Providence Academy. That score is wrong. Well, in Class A, Mountain Ironville opened their state tournament against Cass Lake Bayonet today. The Rangers fell in a hole early but chipped away all game long. Just before halftime, they get it ahead to Lauren Mackey to tie the game at 24 apiece. Late in the second half, MIB down 4. Hallie Savela, you betcha, a huge 3 to bring the Rangers back within a point. And less than 20 seconds to go, Lauren Mackey is going to be fouled. So a pair of huge free throws are on the line. She hits one and then a second. MIB takes their first lead of the game. And going back the other way, 1.2 seconds on the clock. The Panthers need a bucket, but it's going to be blocked. MIB pulls away for the 1-point win. They are moving on to Target Center. And later on tonight, Grand Rapids is taking on top-seeded Holy Angels in the Class 3A state tournament. That quarterfinal game is being played at St. Cloud Tech at 7:30. All of today's basketball games are being streamed on PrepSpotlight.com, and we'll have highlights and updates tonight at 10 from today's action-packed day of hockey and basketball in the state tournament.
What a time of year. I love this.
I know you're excited about the hoops.
I am.
All-time leading rebounder for the Chicken Goose Hoops.
Oh, you love to throw that in there.
I do.
Thanks, Kelly. Yeah. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, the warmer weather across the Northland has led to an early ice out on the lakes. And with the fishing opener in both Wisconsin and Minnesota just over a month away, anglers are itching to get back out. Tonight, we'll hear from a local angler and a climatologist who say the early ice out will lead to good fishing this year. Well, some say this selfie is out of this world. Check out this selfie from NASA's Curiosity rover on Mars. The picture includes some striking rock formations that scientists are calling Mont Mercou, which references a mountain in France. The selfie is composed of 71 images taken by high-tech cameras on the rover's robotic arm and mast. The rover also took a pair of panoramas to create a 3D view of the mountain cliff face. Better selfie than what I can take. Dave, not a great day for selfies out there today because it is windy.
Yeah, bad hair day for all. And it'll stay that way probably through tomorrow before the winds finally calm down, perhaps tomorrow night. In between, a cool down's coming. We could drop into the teens overnight tonight and only rise into the 30s for tomorrow. The normal's around 40, so we get back to that Thursday. And then we kick off a warm spell that lasts through Sunday, and our next rain chance may come around on Monday.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.